So buck wild. Boom. I'll agree to that.
Oh, we definitely got to be careful what we say about certain individuals now. So, yes.
Oh, sideways. Oh my God, everything's horrible on fire. Oh, hey, what's let's do podcast intros. It's Mars. It doesn't say that on the bottom, but it is Mars. So
Hey
ignore the name.
y'all, it's Tayo in the building. Let's see.
It is Cam Cam on the cam.
With some like really good video quality that I still just want to like bring that up. I feel like mine's kind of like grainy a little bit, but you're like coming in crystal clear.
Ooh.
Cam, you're like
Oh,
you're looking like solid there. Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe that's I haven't invested in lighting, and that's what it is. Oh,
yeah.
thank you. All right, sweet. I like that.
Yeah, mine's this
Appreciate it.
extra. My room is extra right now, very extra.
It's good
Hmm.
though. It looks like
Like
it looks like there's production values over where you're doing things.
a little bit, a little bit. Like how Hotaru in the '90s Sailor Moon had her room, and it was all very like
No,
glowy. Huh?
I don't remember, but I
no.
know that all their rooms are weirdly like TV level quality maintained. You know what I'm saying? Where like everything's like really like fancy. I know what you're talking about. Like her
Yeah.
room was like pretty solid, very fancy. It didn't have that little like the blanket thing, the sheer blanket stuff, because she
The
was like
canopy? Yeah, yeah, it
yeah, the
had the
canopy and
canopy.
all that.
But in her room, it was like I don't know. She had some type of aversion to light, so she had lamps, but they all glow very dimly and they were very soft. And I was trying to capture that.
Okay, all right. I
Yes.
like the theme. That's good. I turned my Gundam model around. That's kind of like my theme. Um, badly lit though, so I'm not gonna let that go on my end. I'm gonna do better on lighting next time. Maybe we'll see. Um, but I
City
do
things like
also
that.
actually I do want to talk about that. What's up with like '90s television shows and like how nice the fucking rooms were and shit, and like fucking Hey Arnold had like the best room in the entire boarding house. Like what? I don't know. The level of like a level of design that none of us could ever hope to like achieve. I feel like I could never get to that point. I could never have a cool skylight in my house or in my room. You know.
I mean, well, I guess his family did own that building,
True.
so
True.
you
But it's
know,
just wild,
I'm sure.
right?
And then, like, I'm pretty sure that he was their only grandchild, so of course he gets the best.
I guess so. I guess so.
Room in the attic with the skylight.
Yeah, with the nice skylight and I think he had like some remote control, like some kind of
Yeah,
shit
his
going
shit was high tech before high tech was a thing.
on. Yeah, yeah. Had the universal remote,
Yeah.
activated sound system. Ooh.
What's with
That's
yeah.
all. Oh yeah, water break, water break. Hold on
I
a
don't know.
sec.
I feel like there was a lot of detail in 80s and 90s anime in general, like cityscapes and just yeah, the rooms.
Yeah, it's just like I don't put enough thought into my rooms anymore. I just go to sleep in them. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's on me to like
Because
romanticize my life.
you don't
And you see the
exercise creativity in your room design.
Gundam models haphazardly strewn about. There's a TV in the background that I just don't make use of. And I just sleep in another room.
You live in
Very,
mess.
it's very bread and water here. You know what I'm
Water.
saying? No flavor in the water, no butter on the bread, just like wheat bread and
You're
water.
I used to
eating.
have a little butter on it, just a little
No,
bit.
no,
Mm.
that requires effort. That requires effort and
You don't
planning.
have to live this way.
I don't. I don't. You know. Um,
You like it. You like suffering. I know.
I guess so. I guess that's what it is. That's what it's kind of come down to,
You
isn't it?
like it.
That's all it is in the end. Um, I'm just so used to suffering that I've just made it a whole aesthetic at this point. But 2025 is my year. Uh,
2025.
yeah. Despite the BS,
This,
it's still like,
the sheer awkward, the sheer uncomfortableness that is like clearly in the air. It's
yeah.
very thick. It's very thick. You could cut that shit with a knife.
Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. What was it?
What?
I think some lady I watched some like TikTok. Oh, TikTok's back. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about how that went, but for you
That
guys,
was
because you
weird.
like a little bit. Um, but so I saw some lady said like, yeah, it happened. Yeah, he's full of shit. Yeah, like this shit sucks. Yes, we're still gonna find joy. Yes, they're gonna be good times. Like, all this shit's like it's bad, but like there's gonna be moments to look forward to as well. There's conventions to go to. I don't think I've ever had a bad time at an anime convention, so
There
I'm
are
cool with it.
always still cons to go to.
Yes, and some movies to go to also. Lots of cool movies coming out, and a new Pokemon coming out in 2026. I can't die before then.
A new Pokemon.
A new Pokemon. Well, like one of their like little spin-off games, but it's gonna be like the most open world Pokemon's ever been up until this point, I guess.
Hmm.
Takes place in a big
On
city.
what
They're bringing back Mega
what
Evolution.
console or what
I guess
system?
well, they announced the Switch 2 recently, so I don't know if it's going to be for the Switch 2,
Which two?
but it's the same. It's the same machine, but there's a 2 in front of it now, or at the end of it. But it might be for that
Two
one instead of
Switch.
the old one. Right, exactly. 2 Switch. Um, but we'll see. They're bringing back Mega Evolution. That's going to be fun. I like zoning out and playing Pokemon. The world could be ending, and I'll probably just do that.
Hmm.
That's my thing. I think. I don't know. We'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see how hard the world ends, but then, like,
How how difficult things get.
if it's a slow boil, I might could get a couple hours left. But yeah. But let's
Yeah,
talk about
let's try not to talk about the end of the world because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I saw some key things that basically was like, yep, it's a wrap. It's definitely a wrap. It's just the matter of when it's going to wrap. So at this point, I'm just kind of like, you know, not like I don't want to
A
just
long
say
of a
live the
ride.
moment. I guess it's just I'm just kind of like.
it's
Let's just move on and
a lot of
just
internal screaming, a lot of like, waking up at 3 a.m. Like we talked about, just can't get back to sleep, a lot of that. Um,
Oh,
well,
I have discovered sleep spray. Y'all should get some sleep spray.
what
sleep.
is that?
Are you just, or like, what is it, chloroform? You chloroform?
It's not chloroform. It's it's
I
Dr.
could do that.
Teal's
I mean,
sleep spray. It has essential oils in it, and like lavender and melatonin and chamomile and like nice soothing things. And you spray it on your pillow and like in the air, and then like
oh, okay,
it
that's
like
okay.
knocks you out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I'm down with that.
not chloroform.
I
Just
actually have
some more
some
things.
magnesium spray that you also can like spray on your skin or something, I think.
Like,
And that's supposed to like help you go to sleep too. Magnesium is really good for that.
Mm,
mm.
okay. I guess I've taken a more mental route towards it, like where they say like if you can't get to sleep at night, you should schedule a time during the day, like an hour to like freak out about a whole bunch of shit and then like
I'm
like put it aside after
sure
that.
that's not good for you.
Just give yourself an hour to just go off, and then once your hour's over with, just look forward to that tomorrow.
So
And then
basically overload your
like
what is
faculty
that?
Cerebral core.
No,
somewhere in the
your
brain. I'm
nervous
pretty sure
system.
it's
Overload
flat.
your nervous system and exhaust your brain in your body.
For just an hour,
Is that
like exercise.
every day?
Well, I haven't implemented it past maybe today yet, but we'll see how well my sleep is tonight. But I like the spray idea. The sleep spray sounds really good. That sounds like way better.
You
And a
should
lot more
try some
pleasant.
sleep spray. They
I'm
come
gonna
in
try.
like 3 packs on Amazon.
Oh, oh, they okay, all right. They already come in
You can
like
also find
packs,
them on
and I can
TikTok.
like
I think they're
mix
on
it
TikTok
myself.
shop, but you can they're on Amazon or they're at the store.
Oh, okay, all right then.
You
Well,
know,
I mean,
speaking of TikTok, though, I'm sorry.
yeah.
What were you saying?
Well, I was just about to ask you guys how the whole TikTok ban went.
Yeah. So, like, not
Yeah.
gonna lie,
Who have you?
I it was weird because like I know I like went on it. Apparently, it was supposed to go down like 8:30 p.m. that
Yeah,
night,
they did it early or something.
and something like that. Because it was just like they didn't even wait till Sunday. They were just like, "Oh no, it
Yeah,
was gonna," you know?
Yeah.
it went down for me Saturday night.
Yeah, me too.
I think it
It
was
was
with like
just gone, and I was just like,
It was all
"Okay."
like TikTok is not available right now in the because
Ooh,
of the ban and the law.
you're right. And then they brought it back, and they're just like, "Ooh, thank you, President Trump.
And I was
Ooh,
like,
my God."
whatever. What did you do to TikTok? You turned it off and did what to it and turned it back on? Like,
Right. I heard they didn't even have to turn it off. It was really just like them, like it's a total PR stunt. It was a total PR stunt, and I'd like to believe that it failed. But I'd like to believe a lot of things failed, and here we are. So, like, I don't know. My algorithm has just trained me that everything is
mhm.
correct,
But something
but,
else
but
happened
apparently it's not.
too.
I was like,
I think
they did something to it.
there were some deals made. I think some things were sold because, like, now TikTok is definitely more aligned with the right. And if you say anything that goes against them, any sort of thing, your account can now get banned.
I mean, your account
But
already could get banned for that, but probably just more now.
Oh, way more now. Like, way more, definitely. Try and see what happens. It will shut down.
I
So
know
it's
for a
just kind
minute,
of like,
I know for a minute you couldn't find like Palestine stuff. Like I think it's like reinstated, and but like for a minute you couldn't search Palestine or like Democrats and shit like that. Like that was, undergoing maintenance or some shit like that for like a little bit, and it's just
Mhm.
like, damn, like.
Yeah.
Mm.
I ain't gonna lie, but I did join Bread Note, and on some real shit,
How's Red Note?
Red Note
Much
is
about
it's
it.
very interesting because the Chinese people are like, they're like, "Hey, TikTok refugees, we're here. You're coming over. Hey, what's up?" And it's just like, you know, some have been very welcoming. They're even like teaching us how to speak Mandarin and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so nice." They're very welcoming.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
I like
I'm
how
not gonna lie.
interesting.
It's very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, the algorithm already knows exactly what I like because obviously it's filled with Chinese men, and it's just like, oh, you like to watch Chinese men work out in scantily clad clothes. That's all it's been
it
We
showing
zeroes
have
me.
you
that in
in.
abundance.
It's
Naturally.
just like
Right. It's
that's
nothing
all
but
it's been
Chinese men
showing
over
me.
here.
I'm like, Red No, I fucks with you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it because it's just bam. As soon as I open up the app, I was like, you know what?
Oh, got him. I mean, I'm hoping Red Note still like takes off too, because it feels like TikTok's been like compromised at this point. Like,
Well, most of
Like
the people are still
10
using
million
it. I
downloads,
think
like in
people are going back and forth between like I'm kind of going back and forth between TikTok and right now, but I'll be quite honest with you. Like right now, I'm in this weird state of like I don't know what the fuck to do because like I I still kind of want to do my acapellas, but at the same time like it's just the air in this like world right now feels so
it's
weird.
weird. It's weird. It's hella
yeah,
weird. The
yeah,
air, the energy
yeah.
is off. Did you hear about
None
the
of it.
planetary alignment that we had yesterday? We had like
Oh
a six
no,
planet
what's going on
planetary
with that?
alignment yesterday. Like one of them once in a lifetime cosmic events.
Oh, I'm
Like
mad I missed that.
six
That kind of
planets
sucks. didn't even know about that. Did
We're
we get
all.
did we
I
unlock
think.
a
I think. I
new?
mean, if you're in a place where you can kind of see them, you should still be able to see them because it was just yesterday. They don't move that fast. But like, yeah,
So okay.
there's like six of them, and they're all like lined
Oh,
up,
sick.
like
Did
some
did we unlock
mythological
a new?
shit going down.
Have we freed an ancient wizard? Like, what's the deal? What can we do? Like,
We've
what can
unlocked
we?
the gates.
Like the gate? Okay, that's kind of sick.
We've unlocked the
I'm
gates.
down with the gate. I don't care what's in the gate anymore. Whatever's in the
We
gate,
have removed the
I
bridge.
choose
Honestly, I just
whatever's in the gate. I choose it. I don't want to do this reality anymore. If there's a demon lord or something like that, I pick it. I pick no questions asked. I'm down. You know.
it's no demon lord. It's honestly, like I said, I'm not really phased by it because, like I said, I was spoonful of this stuff when I was a child. But they
Yeah,
definitely said in times it will be celestial events happening. Like
it's
here's the thing that's
celestial
really like,
events happening. Like a lot of, I feel like a lot of these old ancient, what do you call them? Like
Philosophers, maybe theologists,
prophecies are like
prophets.
coming to
Yeah.
fruition.
it's coming. Put it this way: whatever you believe, whatever everything is happening, it's like I feel like at the end of the day, shit's gonna be laid out, and it's gonna be laid out to the point where you can't deny it, you can't run from it, you can't
Going
hide from it.
down.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I think whatever's
So
behind the second door, I'm going to the new dimension when that opens up.
Go to the new
I don't care about.
dimension.
I'm switching over. I'm switching over to the isekai fantasy world if that's the case.
Let's go.
Um, sounds like a plan. But man, oh man,
yeah,
let's talk about the
I'm
show.
really surprised I'm not like melting down right now because but
You
I
spent
think
a
it's because
long
I
time melting
over.
down, waiting for things to
Yeah,
happen.
like I think
Yeah,
You
I
probably burned
overspend
yourself
my
out.
nervous system, and it's just kind of like I'm just
we
kind of
kind of just
like,
see what happens next. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm still freaking out, but I'm kind of just like, fuck. I mean, I just gotta
Sometimes,
do what I gotta do when it happens.
yeah,
Can't stop doing what I've been doing, I guess. Uh,
gotta
uh,
make the most of like the time that we have, because like
yeah,
we don't know like
yeah,
exactly what's gonna happen or how exactly it's gonna go down. So like,
yeah. So,
I mean,
learning how
I
to
have an
swim, learning how to
idea
run.
on how things is gonna go down, and it's looking. I ain't gonna lie, it's like
yeah, but I
so.
still,
Like, did you recently see that Trump wants the war in Ukraine to
you were the
end?
one that said nothing to bring him up.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry. He basically
It's
said
kind of hard to avoid at this point. Like,
he wants Ukraine the war and in Ukraine and
he wants
peace, and he
to
wants peace.
war
You
to
know,
stop
I am
war.
very terrified of that word,
Yeah,
peace.
I know,
Very terrified of that word.
What word?
but you shouldn't
Peace.
be. Like whatever. It's if
I'm
we know it, we know shit's coming to an end. So like,
not
why
afraid of
freak out? Like
I'm
why
freaking
spend
out, but it's
time
just like
freaking out?
when I read it, it was like such an electrical jolt to my system. Like I still
Trigger.
get it, but like it was just like, and then I'm like, okay,
Apocalypse
you
trigger.
know,
Ah.
Pray the
yeah.
bombs go off
So
over your head. Just pray they go off over your house. That's
like
that.
even me and my friend was talking about it, and like he was like, you know. The best thing would probably be to go somewhere you like, and even if it's like in danger of being, blown up or whatever, at least you go quick.
That's what I say all the time, man. Travel to where they're gonna be like dropping that shit and just
Ugh,
look at the pretty lights.
Mhm.
Um, but
damn. That all I can think of is fucking Independence Day when the aliens came back and they were like, "Hey, how you doing?"
I'm rooting for the aliens. I'm rooting for the aliens. I'm rooting for the super sentient AI to take over whatever it is. I'm ready for it.
So you
Human
can upload
beings.
your consciousness to the metaverse.
No, God, no. I'm just gonna just watch the machine. I'm just gonna be the machine's pet. I'm not gonna upload my brain to anything. I'm just gonna be taken care of by the machine in its new authoritarian like machine world that it's created for us. And
Mhm.
then when it's my time to be broken down into enzymes for the machine, it's cool.
Ooh, ooh, I do have something
I'll just
though.
take,
Huh.
Totally off topic. Totally off topic. So,
uh,
my friend came. Sorry. My
Uh-huh.
friend came down and we went to go see Sonic 3.
Yeah,
How was
Sonic 3 is
Sonic?
Yes.
awesome.
Sonic 3, that shit was lit.
Right,
Like, I'm
right.
not gonna lie,
Live
I
and learn
cried
kid.
that movie. I cried. I was bawling. I was
It was
fucking bawling.
decent. It was pretty decent. Like for what it was, it was a good like turn your brain off and just enjoy it kind of movie. Like
Yeah.
the live and learn bit where they were just like live and learn. That was like
Man, when they played that, I was like, oh god,
oh,
it's
that was so hype. Oh man.
so
Oh,
good.
very
It
good.
definitely brought
So
back
good.
feels. And then the end. Oh my god, I ain't gonna
Oh
lie.
yeah,
I
right.
lost my shit
Yeah.
because wait. Taito, are
Morton,
you gonna actually go see the
I
movie?
told you care.
I'm going to actually go see the movie.
I'm gonna
Oh,
shut
okay,
up.
all right.
I'm
Well,
gonna
then
shut up.
we'll leave it. We'll leave it at
We're gonna
that.
shut up.
Yeah.
But it was
No, it's
very
fine. I
good. I got very emotional. I will say that I got very emotional because you know that one of my pets was associated with that franchise, and I
Mhm.
got reminded of that franchise. So at
oh,
the yeah, I definitely lost it a little bit at the end. So yeah.
yeah. Oh.
But
Well,
it's a great movie, and I feel when you go see it, we need to discuss it next go round.
yeah,
Okay.
let's do that. Yeah, let's do a movie discussion. Jim Carrey, man. He put his whole like everything into that role, both roles.
You know what? When I really think about it, I don't know who else could have done that role but him.
Did he do
Yeah,
like
I mean, it was
Eggman? Like,
he did Eggman and he did Eggman's grandpa, so he played against himself. It was complete chaos, and it was perfect. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those roles where I would not want to have been like around Jim Carrey while he was playing it because he was so over the top. I would have fucking hated being in there with him, but watching it on screen, so funny,
I
so
can
over the
imagine
top.
him in a green screen, just like in different costumes. And you're just like, what
But
is even
okay, like if
happening
you have
right
a
now?
body double, yeah, like if you're the body double, you have to like, cause it's him and it's him, but like one of them's like wearing a fat suit and like, it's just him, but then he's like playing both roles. But it's like, they're interacting with each other, they're pulling each other like close to their faces, and they're getting real close and they're spitting in each other's mouths and stuff. And I'm just like, I would fucking hate having an interaction while he does that. But boy, that end product was so good. So awesome.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times. Um,
Yeah, I wanted to change it on a more uplifting, happier note. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great. Also, tonight I'm gonna go see that SZA and Kiki Palmer movie, which I heard was really good too. One
One
of
of
them
them
days.
days.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's apparently. I mean, usually January is like a dumping ground for like bad movies or like movies that they just they're gonna it's the shovelware movies. But this one's apparently like pretty like legit. So, um, studios didn't have faith in it, but people the word of mouth is good. So
Mhm.
I'll let you guys know how that worked out next time around.
Okay.
Yep,
I
yep.
haven't heard anything about it, but then again, I have like I'm not gonna lie, these days, I mean I go a little bit on Red Note, I go a little bit on
What if it's going to be on Red Note, I guess? Because it's an all black movie. I don't know like how
I
much.
mean, well, like
I
I
don't know if they're
okay,
going to get
put it
it to
this
China.
way. I think I saw who did I see on Red Note that was already like I saw a couple of like TikTok creators already over there that are
Oh,
kind of like well known. Um, I
sure,
saw a
yeah.
few black. Well, actually, I even saw people were like, "Hey, if you're in the DMV area, like, hey, hit me up." So like,
Oh
there it's
wow.
definitely
Okay.
been a certain quite of a migration there. But yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if
That
it
kind of
makes it over there.
specific, honestly. That kind of freaks me out. Like, how does your algorithm like send you people from like the area that you like live around? Like,
Well, because when you log in and when you put in your information, it'll actually where your location is, and it straight up tells the location like where you pretty much are. Not like exactly where you are, but it gives the
Your
general area where you are.
region.
okay, so all right. I mean, that's par for the course for any social media app at this point. So I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna.
pretty much.
Yeah, you can't even do the whole like CCP. It's like no, it's Meta's been doing that shit like forever. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
shit.
I mean, you never know. I was gonna say something and I forgot. I hate that shit.
Uh,
Um,
we'll take a break. We'll take a little pause or something like that.
senior moment.
Mhm.
right. Yeah, so I've been like doing that. I've also gotten like, okay, so HoYoverse, MiHoYo, whatever, the Chinese gaming company, they got me by the fucking neck. And I say when I clutch, like it's bad. I
Is
play
it like a
Genshin
gotcha game?
Impact, I play
Yeah.
Honkai Star Rail, and now I'm playing Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm fucking addicted to Zenless Zone Zero. It's bad. Like when I say it's bad, it's very bad. The gameplay is so fucking fun and it's addicting. It's
Okay.
like
All right.
it's like Devil May Cry meets pretty anime
Mm,
characters,
sick. Okay.
and yeah,
All right. All right. Because I was gonna say like what. Okay, I've played gotcha games before. I've played like there used to be this one called Brave Frontier. It's a shot in the dark if any of you
oh
have.
yeah, I remember that one.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so I get the idea of like playing these like characters or like trying to roll for these characters, but I think after a while like the novelty kind of wore off for me. Like I did it like with Brave Frontier, and I mean I played Yu-Gi-Oh like a little bit. That's kind of a gotcha system and stuff like that. But like how what's keeping you in? What is it just the gameplay? Like
It's
or is it
honestly,
Is it the pretty? Is it the sparkles?
yeah,
yeah,
you know my aesthetic. I like sparkly, pretty,
It's the pretty.
shiny things, and it keeps my attention. It does,
it's just
and then it's
the
like
aesthetic.
It's quick,
Okay.
like quick turn
quick turns, and then
animation.
okay. So here's the thing, and this is what is bad about the gotcha system, and this is why it really preys on people, probably like
Yeah.
me.
I mean, I was in
Um,
it too. That's fine.
it's
That's how it
almost
works.
it's basically like a legal form of virtual gambling, and
Yeah.
it's just the excitement that I get when I roll for the character and I actually get the character. But here's the thing: when I roll and I don't get it, I have this obsessive need to keep
Right.
trying until I get it, and it's
And
like
the sparks go
it's
off in your
bad.
brain, that itching goes off,
It's
that type of
bad. No, it's really, really bad. And, like, I'm not gonna lie, Genshin Impact was the worst I've ever had it, and I don't even want to discuss or disclose how much fucking money I spent on that game.
So it's the
But put it this
dopamine
way,
addiction trap.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's how
yeah,
they do it.
exactly.
That's how they do it.
Right on the money. Right
Because
on the money.
I want to say like with the gotcha games that I played, it's like I wanted to build a specific team. I was really intent on building a specific team, but then like rolling for that team and then waiting for those characters to like come back into like I guess the rotation was the part that really sold me. It's like, oh, I'm never gonna get this character. I'm never gonna get these teams. This whole setup is not gonna work. And then that's what I think killed it for me. That's what like crushed my like brain. And then I went over to Yu-Gi-Oh, and so then that started a whole new addiction. So some games can like I guess break it like that. But I mean like
You
it's
know,
all
I totally feel you on that because like I played a couple of gotcha games. Like I played Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, which I was addicted to and I love that game. And I'm still kind of hurt that they closed that down. But you would have thought like after that that would kind of like turn me off of gotcha games. Nope. Like I keep on going. Like it's fucked
once
up.
you find a new one, then you're in it. It's a real like
It's
Yeah.
bad. It's terrible. And then it's just like I know at some point like they could close or going to close Genshin Impact. I have spent a vacation on that fucking game. Like a very well, nice, poshy ass vacation on that fucking game. And it can disappear at any time. And I
I feel like
guess,
Genshin Impact's pretty big though. I feel like Genshin Impact's like a
It's
real
pretty
like
popular.
IP. Yeah, that's an IP
yeah.
that's gonna either evolve or like stick around for like 10 plus years or
Well, the
something.
problem is like they have like they're still releasing new characters and new content, but like
Okay,
the
you know,
innovation for it has
okay.
definitely considerably dropped, and they're focusing more on like Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone. So I mean, it's still good, but like put it this way, like my friend has basically taken over my account because I have spent a vacation on that shit, and he's like,
Somebody's gotta do it. Somebody's gotta do
I,
it.
You
no,
can't have it
we're gonna
anymore.
keep fucking playing this shit. He was like, nah, nah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no.
basically, he took it over,
No
and
problem.
yeah, that's kind of how it is. I mean, I play a little bit. I do my dailies, but for the most part, he takes it over because he'd be like, "I'd be damned before I let this shit go to waste." Can't blame him, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, get your money's worth, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, gotcha games are designed to be addicting, and I avoid them just because I know that I'm gonna like lose my shit if I get into another one too. So,
We'll never
yeah,
see you again.
exactly. I just don't keep alcohol in the house. That's my method. I know
But
that
see,
I'm.
Don't indulge.
a Verigo thing, but like like Taiko is a Leo, so I feel like with Leos, you guys definitely have a lot more willpower than
It
to like,
depends.
You
you
seem
know,
very like, you're this is what I'm gonna do and I'm not gonna deviate from it.
yeah,
I wanna say. Feels
Yeah,
that way. That's the
yeah,
aura that I get.
fairly decisive.
Dead fast. That's good.
yeah. No, that is
But I mean,
it's a
like
great.
that's it's just if it's something that catches my attention, because like I'm like that with Sims. Like I have all the
You're gonna
expansion packs and the game pack
Mm,
and
the
like the
gotcha
kids and all
thing,
that stuff.
yeah.
yeah. I guess everybody has their vice
Obscene amount
at the
of
end of the day.
Sim hours
Sure.
on it.
Everybody has their vice.
I read this thing a little while back that like black women are like really keeping like the Sims like in business. Like it's very much like a black woman thing. And
I
I've met
love The
other
Sims.
you guys
And
love the Sims.
the one black lady that's been like making all of the black people hair content for
Mm-hmm.
The Sims recently actually got recognized for it, and like she collaborated with The Sims and like
Let's
they made like a
go.
kit pack with her like
Oh,
designs in the game. It was really cool.
I
That's
feel like there
fucking
should be like a
awesome.
lot more
Yeah.
like black lady devs in the Sims because like it's got black women in chokehold. I feel like that's the
You
key.
can
That's
do anything.
the
It's so open. It's just
sure, yeah.
it's so open. It's like so like undirected and open. It's
Just
just
any
pure.
like a life simulator,
It's
right?
just kind of
Essentially.
pure chaos.
You know what? I think the only Sims that I got into, and honestly, I can't really even call it the Sims because it was a lie. They had a little mini version for the Facebook. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
Same. I
I
remember
think
Facebook games, but not maybe like a Sims version. If it
they
did, it was
have a
like
Sims version, and
mm,
it was like fuck, it was addicting, and but it wasn't a gotcha style, but like the way they got you is if you wanted to do something else or plant something else or have something else, you it's like 50 cents here, 50 cents there, $1
uh,
here. Yeah, so basically, long story short, I racked up probably like
$100.
$50, at least $50 on that game,
Okay.
and that was like that's mild, but that was like in 2013. So yeah, yeah.
you have to play single player games. You have to play single player, no like roulette
The
system
sad
kind of
part about it is
over
those
again.
type of games are dying out. Like
They
everything is
are.
moving
They
to
are.
like
Yeah.
the gotcha system and everything mobile games. That free to play shit is a lie. It's a trap.
Yeah. No, that free to play is how they get you in, and
Or
then they lure you in with you got to do the raids. You got to get the. I mean, Pokemon's even like that too, with like raids and stuff like that. Like you got to do the 7-star raids, and you can't do those alone. You got to do those with people. Thankfully, they're free, but man, once they start charging, I don't
Yeah.
know.
hmm,
Um, but that's the model. I don't know. I started playing like Pokemon Red and Blue, like the old like Game Boy Color
Ooh.
recently, and like that's been like real like pleasant play. Just
little
the
throwback.
game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just gotta go in. I know these Pokemon are not gonna go anywhere. I'm not gonna be able to take them along with me, in any of the newer games. But like, it's fun to just kind of just
Has to go visit them. Like,
yeah, yeah.
hey, hey,
Just
Bulbasaur.
hang. I got a Pikachu. His name is Choo Choo. I got this Charizard. I'm building them all perfect and everything like that. And like, I got this Gyarados that's like insane that kills everything in one hit, no matter what. Like,
Nice.
it's
Nice.
It's nice that
those
you
old
find
games
those
are
one
like
hitters,
broken. Yeah,
like
yeah,
crazy attack points.
yeah, for no reason too. Because like all the I don't know if we get into it. Like all the systems are like wrong and stuff like that. Some Pokemon don't even learn moves that are like special to them too. Like Rhydon doesn't learn like any earth ground moves, even though it's like a ground type Pokemon. All the TMs are one time use. Like what the fuck? Go Pokemon, it's fine. But
Just to make things hard.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. But old games are fun. You might be able to get some more enjoyment out of old games.
I'm
In
not
the
gonna lie, with Pokemon, I have this like once I start a Pokemon, I kind of lose touch with the world and I get absorbed into it. And then like I will look up and it will be like a week later. And I'll be like, oh, like no one like seriously, my friend saw me like literally for 3 days play that game nonstop. I didn't move. I moved to go to the bathroom, get something to eat, and that was it. I
It's a
stayed
little
in
like that.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the beginning. I feel like with Pokemon games, I kind of like I lose enthusiasm for them the longer I play them. So like in the beginning, when you're like with Pidgey and like Rattata, it's like, oh man, these are gonna be the best
Starting
Pokemon
off my
ever.
journey,
Yeah, and then
gonna
by the
be
seventh
the
badge,
very best.
yeah, and then once you get to like the seventh badge, it's kind of like, well, I might finish sometime, or I don't feel like playing as much anymore. I don't know why, but like, um, getting to the
It's the
Elite Four is like,
grind. I think the grind really like kills the joy out of stuff at sometimes. Like,
sometimes,
Also,
and
you know
then
you're
the
getting
whole
close to the end too.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I don't. It's just something so exciting about the beginning. I think once the starter stops evolving, that's when like the level
That's
of
when it's
enjoyment.
over.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you're done. You're level 36. You
Like,
no more surprise.
But what Nora said earlier, I want to be the very best. That is my problem with those fucking gotcha games because instead of like, I like how you actually said you like to like specifically build teams and roll for specific like characters. Me,
Yeah.
nah, I gotta have all them niggas.
All of
Yes,
all
like,
of them. I want
I
the
need all
whole
of them.
oh,
roster. I mean, that's the way to do it too. I mean, you'll definitely get the specific teams if you get them all.
I mean,
Um,
pretty much. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Honkai Star Rail. As of right now, I have every fucking character in the game.
which
Every
is
fucking
fine.
character.
Wait, okay. So with like some characters, they're like rainbow raids or something. Like they're like S class characters, right? Are they like a more powerful version of like the regular characters that you get, or are they just like rare characters that you can't get anywhere else? Is it
Okay,
like
so all right. For Honkai Star Rail, there's one character that actually came out like a couple of days ago. It's
Mhm.
called the Herda. You actually have Herda. Herda is actually technically like it's like a moving doll, but like the real Herda is like a very, you might as well say
a person?
powerful witch.
Sick.
So
Yeah.
you actually get her, and she's called the Herda. So you can actually play with the Herda and her the dog in the
And her
same
like
time.
person, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
hmm.
I do
So
like lore like that. Like lore will keep you like kind of in a game too.
Yeah.
Like that's good
yeah,
world building.
yeah. So yeah, but stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
For our okay, the S characters definitely do have more advantages than your starter characters that you get because like the shit can be basic, but I'm not gonna lie, I've seen players like deck the hell out of starter players and make them damn near better than the S players, and honestly I really like admire that because that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like when it's truly customizable because I hate like the whole like pay to win sort of feature. Like
Hmm.
competitive Pokemon, a lot of people who play competitive Pokemon, I keep bringing it back to Pokemon. I'm sorry. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
people
cool.
who like play like competitive Pokemon, they're like, you have to have these six characters or these six Mons or these 12 Mons in a team, or like you can choose from this pool, and then these are the ones that are at Worlds and Grand Nationals and stuff like that. And it's like there's like 1,000 Pokemon. That sucks. That there's only 12 you can play with that are like gonna take you to the top. Like that's lame
Mhm.
as shit. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate games when they do that. I hate when they get to like that level. Like if you're really smart, maybe you could pull something off with something no one's ever seen before. But then like that's it. You added one more to the roster of 12. Now there's 13 you can win with. Yeah, it's one of those things.
I know that if I start playing Pokemon again, I've always wanted to be a actual Eevee trainer and have all the Eevee evolutions.
Evolutions.
Be fun. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a fun one to do. Yeah, it's okay. The only sucky part about it is that there's like seven of them, excluding Eevee. So it's like you have to make choices
There
with
are a
like
lot of them
who's on
now.
the team at a time.
Mm.
Which I mean, there might be some more coming up soon too, because like that's
Yeah, there's like a new Pokemon coming out in 26 or something.
there's a new one coming out. There might be new
Yeah.
evolutions, but
Ground type Eevee.
Oh yeah, I thought
we're
there
waiting
was
for
a
the
ground
dragon
type
one
Eevee. There's
forever.
not a ground type Eevee yet.
I don't think
Not a green one, not a steel one, not a dragon one, or a poison one, or a bug type one.
or a ghost one.
Steel one? Did I say steel already?
I
No.
know there's a psychic one, SP something.
There's a second
Espeon.
one.
There's a fairy type.
The fairy type.
Espeon.
Psychic fairy type.
There's not a
Uh
bug type. That'd probably be horrifying.
There's no bug type yet. Yeah.
yeah, that would be a little horrifying.
But people have been making them up for like decades at this
Yeah.
point. So like, they go
Mm.
on. you'll find some like cool ones that they'll never use.
Signs.
Oh, so where is Ash? Is he like totally like
He
retired?
won. He's done. He won. He
He's
beat he did it. He became the best, and
he
we
became
moved
the very
on.
best that no one ever was.
He
And
did
he,
it.
I don't know, he sailed off at sea and no one ever
Essentially,
saw or heard from him ever again. And now there's some new chick on the
might
scene.
have met his dad or something like that, and we don't know. He's we're in the Pokemon Horizons now with Roy and some other girl. I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, some new characters.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I seen a little bit when I was in Japan. It was like the Pikachu had like a sailor hat on
Oh
and
yeah, it's like Captain Pikachu. It's like
something
some
like
other
that.
guy Pikachu essentially. So
Yeah,
like one of those things. So it's like, yeah, no, it's fine. He had his run. He had a good run, Ash.
yeah.
He stayed like he held on to his 10-year-old self for as
Ash
long as
was
he could.
10 for like 30 years, you know?
Yeah, 30 years.
Let him go.
Yeah,
We can let him go.
he
Yeah.
might grow up one day. We might see him when he's an adult. Who knows?
I was like, why can't they give us like an old Ash cameo or something?
We'll
Like,
see. Who knows? I mean, maybe it's
So he
not.
doesn't age at all in the series?
no.
I think it goes from like 10 to 12 max.
I'm pretty sure he was 10 the whole time.
It might have been 10 the whole time, honestly. Yeah. This crazy year of
I
Pokemon
feel like
training.
Pokemon, like, yeah, like happened
One of
in
the seasons was
less
like a reboot too.
a year's time. It was like over the summer. This is my summer.
Yeah, exactly. He had like a buck wild summer that year. I conquered like 10 different gyms, became like the god of I met several gods. It was crazy,
hmm Died multiple times.
Died. Went back in time a couple times, went to hell. That was kind of wild.
hmm
He went to the reverse dimension. He never goes to heaven though. Kind of weird though, right?
Mm.
You go to hell, but you never go to heaven.
Just
That's Twilight Zone shit. Maybe he's been in hell the whole time.
dun.
But
This
that's one of the.
is the bad place.
Yeah, right, exactly. That shock with Pikachu, that's the theory. The shock with Pikachu killed him episode 1, and he's just been in a coma this whole time. That's why he never ages, you know?
That
That's
was fuck. That was
why but that's an old one. That's like
Doctor,
a
he's
super
just like,
old one,
boom.
right? Yeah,
And
right.
that's just it. He's in the hospital. Oh my
The
God.
that
last
would be
episode.
like the biggest mind fuck ever. To be like, oh yeah, all the Pokemon series that you knew, and then it was just yeah, dream. That's
Dream.
Did,
it.
a couple
Hallucination.
of friends came by to visit him, in his hospital bed. So they went on the journey with him, and that was it.
That would actually make for an interesting like series.
I mean, it might make a good movie. Maybe like a one-off or something like that. There was okay. There was one movie, or like I don't know if it was like an episode or something like that, where like something something so buck wild happened to him that he got thrown into like the real world Japan for like a second or something like that. Like something so insanely like nutso happened to him. He got shocked. He got hit with like a psychic blast or something like that. He was like in a coma and like lived in a world without Pokemon and was like Japanese like middle school for like an episode, and it was horrible.
He was like, "Hell is this? What is this?" They're like, "Sit down, young man."
He was on like the rooftop with like the gate and everything like that, looking over the sunset. He's like, I hate this place. I never want to
I
be
hate
here. This
it
is
here.
awful. Take me back.
I have to go to school, then I have to get a job, then I have to work, and I have to pay bills, and I have to support
Right,
myself.
exactly.
I
No
can't
one,
just throw a monster at someone and shock the hell out of them.
there's no free
Around the
healthcare
world.
here. There's no like you gotta pay for everything. It sucks. Yeah, no. Take me back. Take me back to the Pokemon universe.
I was wondering how he like ate all the time. Like, what is
Socialist.
his like source of income? Like, does he like do you win money for winning Pokemon battles? Do they like drop goods? Do they drop coins when you defeat them?
Everyone's just cool. Everyone's just
Seemed
like
like the vegetation in that world was like readily available to
You
people,
just
so
walk
they could
around
just like
like, oh,
walk,
pear.
pick out berries and
Like,
pear, and then just kind of keep it going.
get
Yeah,
that
and
fruit.
then like when he did
you
like
just live
run
in a
into
world of
people,
abundance.
they'd be like, "Oh, you want a meal? Let's feed you." Like every
Hungry
person
young
he's pretty much
man.
met.
Everyone's just
Yeah,
cool. Everyone's just cool in the Pokemon universe, Everybody gets it,
You just get food.
Yeah. No, that ain't how it works here, unfortunately. That's why he wanted to go back so bad.
He's
Uh,
like, I have to pay for lunch. I'm so
exactly.
hungry.
Hard here. It sucks. You have to get like it's horrible here. You people live like this, and then he jumps off the roof and he's
So
back in the
much
Pokemon.
traffic. There's cars,
You're right. There's pollution
not
everywhere,
just
and no
kids running
Pokemon to
around in the
clean it up.
woods.
Kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. It's kind of
Mhm.
funny because on Red Note, like they were talking about like how Americans like are struggling to pay like for rent and their food, and then I think like people in Beijing was like,
They're
yeah,
living it up.
corn over here is like $1.
They're living it
Like,
up.
Yeah, I heard you can go to like the police or something like that and get food if you're like starving or some shit like that. Like there's like
They're just
some
like,
things
here's a
about
sandwich. It's just like, have, this is have a
like
cooler.
if you're
Like,
like
oh,
well,
hungry.
it's
like
weird because I feel like China has certain parts of like where some of it is like it's legit chill, but like I remember seeing this lady, she was visiting family in China, and they have some type of like system or ID system where like you have to have it in order to purchase or do anything. And
sure,
she was visiting, she didn't have it. She was trying to buy some food. They would not let her buy food at all.
like a credit score or something like
They're
that.
like,
We got that.
no.
Not like a credit. It's like a citizen score, like a citizen credit, whatever. And then like I know they have the system where if you do some foul shit or you're
Like a
just
social
for
credit.
anything, it will reflect bad on your citizenship, and that can like deter you from getting seen quicker in the hospital and getting certain treatment, shit like that.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, no form of governance is going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
No, I mean,
all
of course, there's always going to be something. And then technically, you don't own anything in China because everything is to
sure.
the
It's like
Tea Party. So,
what
like, it can
communist
be taken or
authoritarian?
snatched up from you at any time for without whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, that's the same. It's the same here.
No, definitely, most definitely.
It's another form of it here, yeah, for sure. Um,
We don't own anything. We have to pay like car tax and real
Keep
estate tax,
yeah.
property tax.
If you don't,
Apparently, they don't have to pay that. They just have to. I think there's some type of like lesser form of that, but it's like nowhere near as much as we pay over here.
Hmm.
oh yeah, no, well, we pay probably the most out of like, anybody for everything. That's why we're the richest nation in the world because we give all my money to them.
We are
Those
in
at the top.
severe debt. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Well,
What
we're
about
in
telling
debt.
the
We're
The
debt
little
thing
living
is
on whose
weird?
credit?
the little people are in debt. The big people up top, like they're playing. I don't know
They
what to
are
call.
also in debt.
True, but
Like
they
I
play with our
don't,
money though.
I don't really understand the debt because I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like they raised the debt ceiling because they'll be like, oh well, we need more money. Oh, we just raise it. But like, here's the thing: how the fuck does money really work? Like
It's an
when you really
illusion.
think about it, yeah, like because like it's like
We
what we're
just
doing is
are.
placing
They
value.
We're
benefit from
all
more
like
from.
agreeing to play this game with this paper. That's all.
Yeah, well, they're doing
Yeah.
digital money now. Everything's gonna be like we're gonna be the number one
We're about
crypto
to be in crypto. Yeah.
country apparently now. So,
Oh, so crypto is really going to be a thing here?
I don't see how it's not.
yeah, I mean they're trying to make this the number one
Like
crypto place. So
eventually. Yeah.
that's what our that's what our thing's gonna be now. That's what America's
Like
thing
we
is gonna
like
be.
really need to be learning about crypto and AI right now because like they're not going away and they're being advanced and developed. And it seems like a
Uh,
disadvantage to not know about these things.
yeah.
You're gonna be like you're gonna be like the grandpa that doesn't know how to like use online banking because he doesn't trust the interwebs.
Yeah, that's 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 gonna be it. I mean, and then you can use your credits to buy drinking water, like the good drinking water, because I mean,
Not the pee drinking water.
yeah, not the pee drinking water. You get to buy premium water,
Oh
water
my
from clean
god.
water. You know?
Yeah, and apparently, like the water that we get from just our normal spigot, like Lord knows whatever is really in it,
I
and
mean, it's decent and
Has
it's like
chemicals and stuff and
free enough, but like it's gonna
metal,
be
heavy
like
metals and plastics.
gonna be way more. It's gonna be a lot more salt in it in the future, I guess. Um, on top of everything else. So
Or salt.
Huh? Well, it's seawater. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna like pump our shit full of seawater. The peasants get the seawater, and the upper class gets the elite pea water. That's like
Speaking of seawater, though, I remember doing an experiment or something in junior high that
mhm.
like we had to like build some type of contraption to like
A filter,
actually take seawater, yeah, filter and actually like make it into drinkable water.
extract the salt out of it.
Yeah, it
About
was
that
quite
too. Like,
interesting.
You can
Like
do
I
it.
think I know you can boil it for a while and like strain it or something like that.
You filter it. I don't know how efficient, how effective boiling it is.
Well, I know they
mm,
said to pure, like I guess quote unquote purify like drinking water or whatever. You have to boil it for like 2 hours or something like that.
mm. I know it's illegal to collect it in California somewhere.
I
You
haven't.
Which
can't collect
let's
water.
not even get started on that because that shit just it blows my fucking mind. That's not.
Yeah,
Well, I have collected like river water and I have boiled it for like less than 2 hours, and I have not died.
you're still here. That's good. How long ago did you do that? You better not have been today.
I was definitely like slurping river water today, this
Yeah.
morning.
Okay. All right. Well
No,
then, hey.
it was like years ago, like
Okay. All
5 years
right.
ago. Five.
But hey, don't you have a life pen that you can just like stick in the like river and kind of drink it? It's like
I do have a
Ooh,
I
that's
do have one that does actually that has like a built-in filter. Mhm.
sick. You
Like
do it like
straw,
salt water, or like is it just like seawater or like fresh water?
fresh water, like river, like pond water or river water, lake water, but not
Okay.
still not seawater. It doesn't filter salt,
We're so
but it
close.
filters like microorganisms, like and like bacteria,
Gotcha.
like E.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
coli and stuff like that. That'll like make you terribly ill and make you spew out of
Yeah,
all of your orifices.
that's a bad one. Yeah, I don't want that at all. That would
Yeah,
suck.
it filters out all of those things.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
actually need to
that's
get
tough.
one. I
I
should.
have life straws and I have a water filtration system.
Sick. Speaking of water, the water is like frozen here at undisclosed location where I live. Um,
Your water's frozen?
at, down at Sunday Park, the lake is like frozen in some areas. I
Oh,
threw like some rocks onto it and it's like completely frozen. I've never seen it frozen before. I was like on my like run today and I was like, oh, that's crazy.
dang,
Like
how cold is
this
it?
is nuts. It's really cold here.
That's
It's
awful.
like 25 degrees tops here.
Uh, huh. It's
You would not
it's like
be outside.
it's 12
I
degrees here, like 12.
like it at
Uh,
12.
hold on,
12.
let me double check. Let me hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry, 13 degrees. I was
Oh,
off.
Ooh,
13.
God. Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
14. I'm
Um,
sorry now. It's 14 now. Just went up
14.
one.
14. Wow.
Okay, you
Hold on.
bumped up one.
Let me check what we
Oh,
got.
that's right.
Hold on.
Because you guys didn't even get snow.
Compare the numbers.
You didn't get snow at all. We got snow twice.
No, we got snow. We got snow. Well, we didn't get snow last night, but there was a light dusting here. Oh, it's 9 degrees. Yeah. Wait, no.
9 degrees?
I know. Hold on. This is Monticello. I don't know what Monticello is. What the fuck is?
That ain't no
What is
9 degrees.
There's 9 degrees. Hold
Just
on.
lying.
It's actually -5 here, and I win because
I have the
no,
coldest weather ever.
right, exactly. I'm dying the hardest. It's 18 degrees here. It's 18 degrees tonight, so
That's still
that's
terrible.
hate that.
You're closer to
I
the
do my run
equator,
in the
so
afternoon today because it was so cold in the mornings. It's not fun. Like when your legs and your digits, even though you're wearing gloves, they're still like numb from the cold. That's a hard one to like, get over.
It's insulting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Why is it this cold? This is unnecessary. Ah,
Hey, listen, welcome to the rest of our lives. It's gonna be just like crazy weather all the time, extreme extremes.
I don't mind the cold because, like, honestly, I'd rather die by ice than fire. But
Well, yeah, I mean, technically.
you know, I
yeah,
mean, just
I
think
don't
about
know.
it. Because if you're cold, you're just gonna get tired and sleep, and then like never wake up.
but like freezing to
Yeah.
death does start to burn after a while.
Like hypothermia, right? Like it
Like
starts to like,
when you're, because you don't always just like fall asleep and just like
mm,
fall asleep and just like stay asleep and then
you know,
die. Like,
I know. I
it's
know. It's
like
there's going to be some
you
discomfort.
lose feeling. You lose feeling in your limbs and stuff, and that becomes incredibly painful after a while.
Sure,
With
sure.
usually, and then like,
But
cause like
burning to death is so
you
extreme, though. Burning to death
burning
is
to
like
death is
real.
extreme. It's really like over the top. Like
Okay, unless you burn to death so hard that it just happens in a flash. Like I'm cool with that. If they just
if
like
you're
burning to death,
instantly incinerated, then cool.
just like vaporized,
But not like
that's
if you're like witch mob shit and they like tie you
yeah,
to a stake
no,
and
none of
like
that old world
put
shit.
sticks and shit around your feet and just like start a slow kindle until your
Yeah,
like
it moves
the
like
hem
from
of your
front to
clothes
back.
start to catch on fire and then you just
Yeah, from the bottom up too. That's insane. That's like psychotic, you know? Fuck.
the
Yeah,
bottom up.
yeah.
There's no good way to like well, there's only like one, instantaneous vaporization, but aside from that, that's the only good way to
Or
burn
if
to
you're like
death.
yeah, like falling into like fire that's already extremely hot.
I
And
feel
you're
like
just
I
like,
would
ah!
hate even like falling into like a volcano or something like that. I feel like that would just be just fucking wild too. That's gotta be
I feel like you would die instantly though.
I feel like you would die like within seconds if you fell into a volcano.
I guess so. Maybe if
It
I
would
go
be
face
like they would be terrible seconds, but like you wouldn't last very long. Like you would
maybe go head first or something like that.
Ugh, okay. All right. Let's.
like you'd just like overheat so
I'm
quickly,
good.
like
I'm
you would
good.
pass out.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
definitely don't go feet first. But um, man, what a way to go.
I
Either
think
way.
drowning is better than all of those options.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Probably be the scariest. Maybe not one of the scariest, but like just,
It's kind
but
of
it's all
panicky.
uncomfortable.
It's kind of panicky because like
Yeah,
the whole
you get
lungs
kind of
and
freaked
air
out.
thing. But like
Yeah.
Gulping down all that
You know
water
what?
probably.
I don't want to die at all. Yeah. I don't want to die at all.
I
I'm
like a
good. I would rather just live forever and just eat bonbons and
well, see, this is
live
what
by
you
the
got
river
going for
in a
you. You got
cabin
something for you, right?
on Turtle Island.
Right? Living
Gosh.
forever could be kind of cool, but then you got to deal with like all your loved ones passing away, and then you eventually forget who they are or what they look like, and you just kind of keep going.
No, I want to have some type of magical powers that I can keep the people I want alive forever with me too, and we can just kind
Also,
of
it works.
dwell.
So we'd be chained to each other forever, like
Trapping
no matter
people in
Like,
this
where do you think
realm
you're going?
I'd be.
for all of eternity.
You curse us to
Trapped
You
here.
vampires,
must
is
be with
what you're
me.
saying.
You are
So
my
we become
friend.
demons, night feeders, and we drink the blood of of people for the rest of our lives. Okay,
We
that's
become night walkers.
I mean, it's cool
How about
it's cool for like a
we could
thousand
just
years.
live
I,
forever
I would
without having to do anything crazy. We could just exist and not like have to like kill anyone or suck anybody's life force. We just we're here and
We just
we can
chill and
plant
eat
we can plant
mangoes
vegetables. We
and
can plant
What do we
vegetables and
do
play
for
the
smoke and leeches
bongos
by the
and
river.
I
yes,
miss the
it could be
taste of
great and grand. We
food.
can learn how to build houses. I mean, because you're
All the
always
food I
like
eat turns to
here.
ash in my mouth. What kind of life have you cursed us to? I
Mars
don't.
wants to die.
I've watched my children die. How could you have done this to us?
It's terrible. Actually, that kind of reminds me of that movie. Oh, I never watched it, but it's Blake Lively was in it. She was like she never aged. You know that one I'm talking about?
I only know her from that controversy that's going on right now. I'd never heard of Blake Lively up until this point. Like,
I'm like, I don't
Like
know who that is.
yeah,
Ryan
she's
Reynolds' wife,
I don't know who that is.
Deadpool. Deadpool's wife.
Deadpool's wife.
Deadpool's current wife. I don't know if he has anybody.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was in some movie with some guy, and they're having a big controversy about it. But I've never seen her before this
So
whole controversy thing.
with
What has she
I,
been in, or what
okay,
was
so
she?
she was okay. I think they met when he did Green Lantern. I think she was a love interest in that. So that's
Okay.
how they kind of met.
I
She was also I think the main protagonist of Gossip Girl, that old show back in the
know Gossip,
90s.
but I don't know anything about it, unfortunately.
Is it Gossip
And
Girl?
like, I know the show. I know the guy was Gossip. Or I guess spoilers for Gossip Girl. I think it was a dude, right?
It was
Like,
actually
like
a gossip
it was
guy.
a guy. Like it was like the guy.
What a
I
twist.
don't remember Because I never watched Gossip Girl. Like I've seen no, it's not Gossip Girl. I think it's One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill. That's what it was.
I definitely didn't watch that one.
Yeah, I didn't watch One Tree
That was
Hill
the
very much.
that
But
was that MTV reality show, right?
I don't know. I think it was like I upgraded 90210, some type of shit like that, something like that. I don't know. It was a show of a bunch of young white people doing their thing. That's
Sure. Yeah.
so
I get the premise. Yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, she was in that, and I ain't gonna lie, but I always thought Blake Lively. I'm sorry. I've always thought she was really
I couldn't pick her
beautiful.
out.
I thought she was really pretty. I've always thought she was really pretty, but. Yeah, with this controversy going on, it's really kind of like ironic and weird. Funny enough, the movie that they're like talking about, where the guy that she played with, I was watching on the way to Tokyo, but I was watching it from like so there's a two-seater in like where I was at, and the lady like I was on the window seat, the lady was on the aisle seat ahead of me, but I could see her fucking like TV. And I couldn't like ignore it, so I just kept watching it with her. Like I literally watched it with her, and I was just like, like the whole fucking time. And I was like, huh, interesting. And then I was just like, okay, well, and because like it had subtitles and everything, and I was just like, oh,
You're
okay.
just like,
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah,
I just it kind of sucked me in.
movie.
I'm really bad at that. Like I'll be like, I don't want to watch this, and I keep watching it, and I just don't move, and they're like, you know what? Shut up.
Like, damn,
It being on someone
yeah,
else's
like,
TV just like adds a little spice to it, you know.
Yeah, it does. But
it's
interestingly
convenient,
enough,
you know?
she apparently like in the movie that guy like pretty much raped her and was like very forceful with her. But in real life, like she invited like she was breastfeeding at the time and she was like, hey, come into my trailer, let's rehearse our lines. I'm breastfeeding, but I don't mind you coming and being here. Like she opened up so many boundaries that were definitely typically no. And then something happened and she tried to spin it like, oh, he was actually really aggressive with me and very forceful with me. He walked in when I was naked and inappropriate. He tried to spin it like that. And she basically him and I think their production company, whatever, basically fucked up his whole fucking career and life and all this shit.
Yeah.
And so he was like, all right, bet, I got you. That nigga kept all of the text messages and receipts. And basically was like, I'm countersuing you for 250 million. So like, yeah.
Maybe
And on the real
I just
shit,
go straight back and forth. Like I
Slander.
can't. I have no.
it's gonna be bad. It's apparently he has receipts, and that's yeah. Like she really
Yeah.
put her foot in her mouth with that. And then on some real shit, I would not be surprised if Ryan
Like,
Reynolds
right.
divorces her after this. Like,
Really?
He won't.
Okay. All right then. Sure. Yeah. Because I
you
mean, like
never know.
I just keep
Here's the
hearing
thing.
both sides of it. And I'm
I'm
like,
just gonna keep it a buck with you with like the rich in Hollywood and all these other things. Like, I really have a hard time believing all of them are quote unquote monogamous. Like, I believe they fuck everything that comes across the
I
sun.
mean,
Yeah.
probably yeah. Sure. I mean, whatever.
You know. So like, I'm sure
Boyfriend.
she fucked the guy too. Like, I'm sure they had a romantic relationship. 9 out of 10. Probably he wanted to stop or he was trying to do something else, wasn't interested in, when she probably was like
Pissed
still
her
trying
off.
to do it. And
This
yeah,
whole
she was like, yeah, I got you now. And then
Gonna
like, yeah,
destroy your career.
pretty much. I'm talking, hey, I don't
we
want
gonna
to say it.
Sounds about white.
this tanked. I don't know.
There you go.
Stop, man. Sorry, my cat really wants some food and he's like biting at me now.
He's like, why do you starve me, human?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you not listening? I'm gonna turn off my video, but I'm gonna keep talking. I'm still in it. Still in
Okay.
it. Still going. You can hear me. I'm gonna go feed Sal. Come on, man. Like, Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Stop
Peace
hitting me.
out.
Like, he taps my leg when I like go downstairs with him too. So it's just kind of like, geez, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, I'm crawling through the house.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing? I'm still on the call. But it's yeah. We are in the dark part of the room now, and it looks like he did eat his food. Cause like I guess it's because it's so cold, kind of downstairs, that he'll walk away from his food if I'm not there while he's eating it, and then it'll get cold, and then
Oh,
he'll
so
be
you
all
have
like,
one of
"Oh, I
those
don't want
cats
to eat
that
it."
require an audience while they eat.
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
Like, why don't you want to watch me?
right, exactly. Or like, don't, I need somebody to be here while I do this. And it's like, come on, man.
Sit there while I eat.
Yeah. And it's like he eats it and he walks away. And then he walks away for like a long time too, like 2 or 3 minutes. And then it's like, are you gonna eat or what's up, man? And it's just like,
No,
mm,
I'm
I
too
mean,
lonely to eat. You left.
yeah, right. You know
How
what?
could
I'm gonna bring
you
it
do this?
upstairs.
You want me to starve?
We're gonna take it upstairs. Come on, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna try this upstairs. Come on, man. Well, actually, hold on for a second. I gotta get
Oh,
him.
Bougie cat
um,
chow.
kind of off topic, but
Okay, go
I
for it.
I got a I don't want to say a new computer. It's
Okay.
technically a hand-me-down, but
Okay.
it's really nice. I don't know if you guys can see it.
What
And
is
I
it?
got a new monitor.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's
No.
not new, but it pretty much is old boy's old computer because he got one beast of a fucking gaming machine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous
Oh.
as fuck. He
Yeah.
has a fucking 32-inch curved monitor. That shit looks like a spaceship.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm,
Okay.
A
okay.
Yeah.
fucking
Hell
spaceship. I feel like I was in the fucking Enterprise with that shit. I was like, oh my god.
Like, beam me up,
yeah.
Scotty.
Okay.
I've been wanting like a third, like I've been wanting like a third monitor at this point, but now I'm feeling like, dang, I just need
Yeah,
like a
I was like, dude,
bigger.
like honestly,
A
to get
curve.
like three monitors like that, you are literally in what is it? Generation what is it? Star Trek The Next Generation?
Yeah,
No, not
yeah, yeah.
Next Star Trek Next Gen.
yeah, we'll just go with that. You
Deep
literally
Space
have a
Nine.
spaceship.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sick.
Definitely.
Pretty dope. All right, I'm back.
That's awesome. That's really
My
exciting.
station, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
the wraparound
Can't wait
monitor
till
is
I have
like pretty
space for
cool.
like a giant desktop.
Ugh,
It's gonna be so good.
I'm still like, I'm
Oh,
charging my
so
phone.
Taito, I heard that a lot of the LA, like, I don't want to say refugees, but what else can you really say? You might as well say refugees. But
Survivors.
displaced members from LA, I heard a lot of them were being relocated to Arcata. Is that true?
Um, Not that I've heard of.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there are people that are coming up here, but
sure, yeah. Well, how's like your area been necessarily? Like, have you seen like any kind of embers or anything like that? Like nothing like
no,
it's all down their problem, I guess, right?
no. I'm 12 hours away from
Oh
LA.
my God. Yeah, you're way
I'm
away.
nowhere near the fires.
Do you
Well,
see?
that's
No,
fantastic.
okay, well, not that, but do you see any like residual smog? I guess if the wind patterns is
No,
not building up,
I'm very far. I'm like
Wait,
geographically, I'm very. It's about the same distance between like Florida and Virginia. Like
okay, that makes a lot more fucking sense.
I am
Because
very far from the
like
fire.
where I'm at in like Maryland, like you know when Toronto was having those fires and stuff like that, we actually got the haze and smog from it. And
we got a
I
little bit of that, yeah. Yep.
yeah, it was I'm not gonna lie, it was really apocalyptic looking. It was orange and like it was kind of scary. I
Oh,
was
you
like,
got
ooh.
orange. Oh, okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
like
like
it was orange. The sky
we
was
got a
orange.
little more.
Everything was
We
orange. It
had a
had
very
that orange
orange
tint to
red sky
everything.
like a couple years ago. That was pretty freaky.
That's wild. I've heard of like from people who were like down in LA that like the sky was just like orange for like a long time too. So
Mhm.
it's just
Is the
that's
fire still going on in LA or
We've
did it
had
calm
other
down?
fires in this area where like we've had like red skies from.
yeah.
Um, I don't think that it's still going on. I think it's stopped now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know personally, but
I'm pretty sure
I
it's
know
stopped
it's
now.
still I know it's still a big problem. So
But like it burned down like what, like not the majority of the city, but like a big chunk of the city, right?
It burned
I don't know
down
about the
a
city.
lot of okay, LA is a very large area too. Like, so like it didn't burn down like
Mhm.
all of LA, but it burned down several big like districts
Mm,
and neighborhoods in LA.
shit.
Now who were these neighborhoods home to?
I
Mm,
mean,
some of
I
them
heard
like
it's not like celebrities and stuff like that. It's not like all celebrities. It's like
some of them were like more like affluent areas, and some of them were more like regular people,
yeah. It's not like
only
a no.
people,
I know it's not like
average
how they try to.
civilian areas. with like a lot of black and brown people living there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Um,
real
I've
sad
heard
stuff.
so many things that I've heard this the fire was started on purpose. Like there was actually they caught someone starting the
Probably.
fire.
I
mhm.
heard, yeah, it was like some idiot like who started like,
I'm sure it
at
wasn't
least one
just
or
some
two. I
idiot.
heard they were arrested for this too. Like
Yeah. Like
there
I
were people
heard
who
this
were
wasn't just like one of those like natural burning like paths. It was like totally pretty much man made.
Yeah, like
idiots, dicks, morons, dumbasses.
no, not morons.
Mm,
I feel
no,
like I feel like I'm sorry, conspiracy theory here. It was a part of the agenda. I feel like this shit
Like
was
I have a
happening.
hard time believing like it was like a whoopsie, like oh,
Yeah.
dumbass.
well, that's what happened with the that one thing, that gender reveal party that started that huge ass fire a couple of years back. Like it's I fully believe that people are stupid enough to burn down like half a city by accident. Like
I don't.
people are
So
very stupid.
that's really intense.
People
Half
are
a city,
very.
that's like really intense.
I mean, I know that there are people who were also setting fires on purpose too. Like I've heard of that. I've heard them like for people who were like on the ground, they said like they arrested like arsonists and stuff like that. So like
Mhm.
if you see something like that, of course the conspiracy people are gonna come out and they're gonna be all like, oh, that's Hollywood elites, like it's all their fault and we gotta burn it down and shit. Like those people came out too. Like
But I feel
it's just
like a lot of the land that's burned down, I'm not gonna lie, like the rich and whatever are gonna swoop in. Nobody's gonna want the land, so they're gonna buy that shit up and rebuild
Well, they
and
want to
make
build us their smart city in LA.
yeah,
Like
the
that doesn't
insurance
help
companies are
with
already
the
doing it.
theories because like they're like, oh, whoops, all these areas in LA just burned down. Now we can build a
Mm,
smart city. So
right.
I
So,
mean, it's not like we don't have documented evidence of this kind of stuff happening. It's not like it's not such conspiracy theory, it's history. Like
yeah.
these have things have happened. Like there's especially with like black and brown neighborhoods, there have been like there's abundant history of
Building
redlining
highways
and like
over.
building highways through the
isn't there
city
like a
or
whole
destroying
oh
certain neighborhoods so they can build other stuff.
what about that park in New York that was home to like
Central
Central
Park.
Park,
Yeah,
black
Seneca Village,
like yeah, didn't they like
Central Park. I thought it was Central Park. Was it
Central
not Central
Park.
Park?
Yeah, it
That
was
was
called Seneca
South
Village.
neighborhood. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
I'm
like,
not
what is
gonna
it called?
lie. The
Okay.
many atrocities that have just been committed by humans throughout history, especially to marginalized humans and everything, that shit is so soul draining and exhausting. I just be like, nigga.
Actually,
Like,
yeah.
I just
Hey, real.
it's
Yeah,
It's
it
irritating. It's
makes it
really
hard.
irritating.
it's so it's soul crushing,
It
soul
is.
draining. It's
Yeah.
just I
It's nobody would blame you for like feeling beaten down by all of it. Like people have endured since then, but no one blames anyone for like how it feels to be like in these. I mean, maybe not even feel like to be in these positions, but to have your like people just like trampled over time and
like,
time again.
and what
You
it
know,
really
police
gets me is
officers,
like
like,
the lack of empathy in everyone. Like
You don't give a fuck.
it's gone. It is gone. There's no empathy at all.
Yeah.
Like
they've been
it's
centralized.
weird because I'm just a natural empathetic person. So like when I see terrible shit happening, like it physically affects me. But like to see people be unfazed by some of the most horrific shit, like that shit just
It's disturbing. It's apocalyptic.
Yeah. Well, they're incentivizing it through social
It's
media. The
dystopian.
biggest the biggest dickhead is like paying people to do tweets that go viral. And what goes viral? Fucking making people pissed off. So, yeah, there's a fucking mother and her child who are now homeless because of a fire. But then you go, oh, the DEI firemen really fucked this up. And then 1,000 people get mad at that tweet, and you make $2,000. So I'm gonna keep, tweeting all this dumb bullshit. And then eventually, I
it's so
I
bad.
started
How the fuck do
doing
you make money off of that?
becomes such of a dumb. Oh, what's up?
How do you make money off of that?
You become a blue check mark. You get a blue check mark, and then you can just piss people off for like a living, essentially. You get like I don't know how much money it costs, but if you build a whole platform, it's about consistency. So if you piss people off like on the daily, you
consistently.
can make like $2,000, $10,000 just pissing people off, doing inflammatory tweets. These people don't deserve rights. Oh, he's doing the Roman salute, even though he's not really doing it. No one's a fucking idiot, but like, you get paid to do that shit, and that's how it works. We're in the misinformation era. So all the shit that you used to believe, now it's subject to reason because I'll get paid if enough people get mad that like it's incorrect. And then the people at the top, they love that shit because then they can control everybody by keeping them confused. And
Exactly.
so they pay you even more money to keep spewing the bullshit and that kind of stuff. So yeah, you let Nazis run rampant. Oh, he didn't do a Nazi salute, and everyone's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, it was a Nazi salute. Eight thousand
Everyone's
dollars in the bank
distracted.
just to say he wasn't a Nazi salute. Um, I mean, I'm flubbing the numbers, but I mean, like, that's the machine currently. One of the machines. A couple of the machines actually.
One of the many.
But yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also people who like do good stuff on the internet too. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like it's all gloom and doom. There's still people who like,
No,
fight for the.
there are definitely people out there who still have a empathetic bone in them, but like
Yeah,
it's just it's
they're not
By
it's
far
that.
and large, people are shut down.
Yeah,
well,
it's
you
not
know
backed by
what?
money
Like I
and
said,
sympathy. I think the money's
um,
not behind being empathetic and being a good person and
Are
spreading like
Walking
values.
Dead.
We should do free lunches for kids. That there's no big donor behind that. There's no big billionaire behind that.
right. I don't know.
So
I still believe that there are some people out there who are just naturally empathetic and kind. Like I said, like when I told you when I got sick at the
Mm-hmm.
concert when I went to in Japan, like honestly, like I said,
Your friend.
I made a
yeah,
friend. That shit was it was just perfectly aligned on how just that random person I met all across the fucking world happened to live in the same area that I lived in, and like we had so much in common, same
that's
age, same everything, and we were there by ourselves, and then we just became friends. I still talk to her. I even talk to her
okay.
today.
That's good. I was like, yeah, but
They're
yeah,
like, yeah, like
that's fantastic.
it's just it's great. It's just really I don't know. I just stuff like that just makes me feel like maybe the world is there's hope.
There's a higher consciousness.
So I have this thing about there's like somebody who there's this guy he's on YouTube Andrewism you should check out Andrewism. He's like an anarchist, that kind of stuff, but I mean, I don't know, he's just good videos, and he has a video on human nature, and he like brings up this one point about like like human nature is not like, I mean, I know a lot of people say like people are dicks and shit like that, but I don't think the people are dicks because like you know um, the example he gives, and it's from some like other person. You got to look up this video on it. But you see a guy, and you see a little kid. He's got candy. And you see like a grown man, 40 years old or some shit like that, pushes that little kid down, takes his candy, and walks off. You're gonna think about your first instinct's not gonna be like, well, that kid got like that kid, he fucking
That
deserved it
sucks.
because he got his
Sucks
candy
for you,
taken, right?
kid.
Yeah, listen, like you're gonna think that that guy's an asshole, right? That's the first thing you would think. What a fucking dickhead that guy is. So there you go. Human nature, your first instinct isn't like, oh man, the kid should have diversified his bonds and got more candy. You're gonna think, no, that guy's an asshole.
As
Therefore, human
long
nature
as you are able
is
to like
inherently good.
perceive the person who has been antagonized as innocent.
Sure, sure, yeah, I can go with that. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, I don't know.
If you do not see the person being antagonized as being innocent, your first gut reaction is not always going to be, oh, that other guy was a jerk for being
That's very
an
true.
antagonizer.
That could be very true. Absolutely. I mean, listen, I paraphrased it. I watch his video. It's got to be. Hold on. Let me put it in the chat, and he could maybe explain it a little bit better than I can. But I don't know. That's my example. I think people are good, but I think they're incentivized to be bad. I think we're living in an era where like people are really, really getting like people are paying their bills being assholes, and
Well,
it's like if they
I
If
also
it's not
think
in
it's the
the
spirit of the world. The
Hmm.
spirit of the world is definitely a very nasty, evil, dark spirit right now. And
Yeah.
it has so many hold of so many people. And it's pretty much what's in power right now. That dark spirit is basically what's fucking ruling every fucking thing.
Yeah.
So the people are gonna act accordingly.
Yeah, I think people are
yeah,
just I think people are more blank. Like people are not that are not that grand like that like we think we are. Like we're like
sure.
easily influenced. We're extremely gullible. Like we really are kind of like sheep. We're just like going along and then being very easily swayed and pushed and pulled with the most basic persuasion tactics.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Why?
you
It's
just put
hard
like
not
a
to
little bit
believe
of
that.
pressure on people and they fold instantly.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially with, well, I guess, people who perceive other people powerful, and if they tell you to do something, they're like, "Oh well, you have all this money, or you have all this influence, or you have all whatever. I guess I should do it." I think that definitely does put a lot of pressure on people. Um,
Well, if you fuck up their living situation, you can get them to do anything, essentially. Especially if
I
you got like
mean, for the
boundaries.
most part,
You don't
yeah.
even have to do all that though.
I guess so.
Right?
I
Look at
guess maybe it
people.
works.
Look at people.
I
Like
guess
you don't have to mess with people's living situations. You just have
I
to put out a scary commercial or
well, like
something.
I guess maybe like promise them a better life or something like that. Then you can get them to do whatever they want. Like that's
Well, honestly, think of the American dream. The American dream has always really kind of been a lie. It's been a
yeah,
lie that, and it was able to sell people for fucking decades.
Hmm.
yeah,
For
yeah.
fucking decades.
They
Yeah.
can
And
they can
then
take
look at
bits
the
and
lies
pieces
that
of
they
it
told
away.
us when we were. Oh, if you go to college and
Go to
whatever, you do
college.
this, and you'll be just as well off
You'll
as
be in
I am,
debt.
and all this other stuff.
But it's fine.
Literally, our
You'll
generation,
have a
we're
good
waiting for
job.
our parents to pretty much die in order to gain their health. That's all. That's
Essentially, yeah. It's definitely not a meritocracy. It's definitely like it's an oligarchy now, which
It's
is not fun.
always been
It's
all
super
marketing.
hard.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know why people are like, oh, it's an oligarch. It's always been one. Like, what? It's just
Because
more in the
people are
face now.
dumb.
what's the
People are
bill?
dumb
Like,
and easily persuaded, and they don't know anything, and they don't care to know anything, and they don't pay attention to anything. They're just like, oh, well, the
I've seen a
news told
lot of
me today
people.
that it's an oligarchy, so it's an oligarchy now. Like, if you've been paying any attention, yes, you would know that it has
For
been
years.
that's been the structure of like American government and like socioeconomics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that whole thing on TikTok where people are just like now discovering fucking egg foo young, and like they're like, "Oh my god, you guys should try this new dish, egg foo young." I,
You see?
Motherfucker, I've been eating that shit since I was 6 years old. What the hell you mean new? Like that shit really fucking. I don't know why that really irritated me, but like, and then I was
Well,
reading some of the
yeah.
comments. Somebody actually made a video about it. They were like, "What the fuck are these people talking about? This shit."
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I was raised off this shit.
Right.
Like, I don't know why that just made me angry.
We all kind of live in a little like pocket reality in a way,
Like, go sit down
It's kind of
somewhere. What the heck? We just
Seriously,
discovered
just like
X so young.
how everybody started saying "gat," and they're just like, "Oh, it's TikTok saying."
I hate that.
Oh
I
my
hate
god,
that. Because they're
gat.
using it wrong, and
And
that's
they
going to
use
be
it
the
wrong.
new,
They use it
it's
loud
going to
and
be
they
the
use it
new
wrong,
thing
and it's
going
so
forward.
infuriating.
It's language. Language evolves in very frustrating ways.
It's not even
Tell me.
Uh,
evolving. They're just like mimicking. Like they don't have any of their own lingo. They're mimicking just 90s and early 2000s lingo and using it wrong and just bastardizing everything
yeah.
from the era.
But then it catches on in the high schools, and once the
Oh, like,
kids get
yeah,
into
let's
it,
do
then
that. Like,
it
yeah,
becomes the new thing.
look at the
Yeah, you
yeah.
can't stop. You can't stop people on the internet from taking something and running with it once
Mm.
it's like out there, and it's just like I hate it. I don't know. Every time I see it, it's like someone using a noun wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like something. It's like out of context when people say, "Oh, a gat," and it's like,
Yeah, it is
what
extremely
the
out of
fuck are you
context.
talking
It's
about?
insulting.
Yeah.
Make up your own words. Damn.
No, no.
I
But I gotta
feel
imagine
like I touched a nerve right there. Yeah, I definitely touched it.
it just
There.
doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Like, get what? What the fuck are you?
It's just
Why are you
like
saying
so
that?
annoying.
Yeah. Or like I don't know. It's um language. It's a tricky one.
Yeah. I kind of wish like English could be a little more like I will say this what I like about like Japanese. They have a method of shortening every fucking word. Everything. Like like okay, for I hate not to use this company because these Starbucks sucks, but like Starbucks, it's suddenly like I'm saying like well, let's go to Starbucks. They'd be like equivalent like let's go to Star, and it's like pretty much it's like that's what they do. They do that
Sure,
shit
yeah.
with every fucking
Or
thing.
like what, like Starbucks question mark, and then that means like let's go to Starbucks, I guess.
Like pretty much like
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
be like
Starbucks.
Starbucks is what
Mhm.
Starbucks, but when you they shorten it to
I mean, like,
Sutaba.
why would I stand here and say like Starbucks for like 8 minutes when I could just like shorten it? Like,
Hoping that someone picked up on the context clues.
stop,
But
I just
stop,
yeah, that would be
stop.
nice if we could just shorten like I
right?
mean, I think we do shorten some things in English, but not like but then our English is not like phonetic. Well, I mean, it's phonetic. How should I explain it? Like we
I think black people do more than like other people do.
yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of funny, like when like sort of like
Bow
it's
to
kind of funny how I'm like sort of able to like kind of like pick up
not as
on like
much, but like I feel like
slang. I guess I feel like sometimes when it first drops, do you ever kind of get that like shit you never heard of, but you kind of get what like people are like going for?
Oh, you know what actually got on my nerves and I didn't understand when they were fucking saying it back in the early thousands?
Uh,
Fucking one. They'd be like, all right,
fun.
one. I'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, no, that
that
shit
was fun. I like
like
that era for a little bit.
hell no,
I
not
won.
one. I was like,
That was a good one. I had a friend who was like big into that. That was really funny.
no, because
Um,
I remember like
I
this
missed that
girl was
one.
it
texting
didn't
me
make
and she
any
was like, all
sense.
right, one. And I was like, what do you mean by one? She was like, literally
No
one equals
context.
by.
No,
I'm like, oh.
it means I'm out. I'm done. I'm leaving. I won. I don't really get
I
why.
won.
I won. I'm out. You don't even have to say I'm
I
out.
I missed
to
that one
this day,
You
entirely.
missed out,
I
man.
missed
man,
that. I
That's
missed
that's
that.
prime New York slang. That's peak New Yorkisms. I had a friend who was like into that. I don't know. I think it was a couple of songs, but like no, one was good. One was good. One was it didn't catch on, which was bad, but like I that was a fun era. Nobody knew what anybody was talking about.
You're just
it
like,
was
yeah.
well, obviously, it made it down to
One
Baltimore
was the
because, like,
gat of its like generation back then. Like the one was
Just
that.
making shit up.
yeah,
Nonsense.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I definitely use bet now. Like, I never really used that. I feel like I adopted very quickly
Picked up.
because,
The good
yeah,
ones now.
I do. I ain't gonna lie, I do like bet. I'd be like, all right, bet, all right, cool.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't use it, but I mean, like, I get it. It works in the situation
It's
that it's like,
simple, it's short, it's like
you can pick up the context clues. I feel like that's a big part of like slang, like sticking around. If you can pick up the
yeah.
context clues. You know what I
I'm not gonna
don't?
lie, like, it
And you
did
can use
irritate
it
me
in
like
multiple
a little
different
bit.
like contexts.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like it
yeah.
means like bet. Like you bet I won't. Like bet. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know.
If you go fuck around, like you come out, you
Yeah,
cool
exactly.
ho, like
Bet.
I bet.
I feel like our bet is like the equivalent to Japanese yabai. Like dangerous. They say yabai for
Right.
fucking everything.
Yeah.
Yabai. like literally
I see that
anything.
in like another song. I saw that in like an Atarashi Gakuo song. Like they said like yabai or something like that. And I was kind of
Yep,
like,
yabai. Yabai can be expressed for something good, something bad, something scary, like something really cool. It can be fucking anything.
oh, right.
This has caused
Okay.
my
All right.
system
Cool. Yeah.
excitement.
Adding it to the lexicon. Sure. Yeah. That's great. I'm glad I have context for that now because I was kind of wondering about that.
Yeah.
Because all I know was like I think the only thing I kind of knew that like phrase from was like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is like Kimitsu no Yaiba, and I was like, well, what does that
I
have
know
something to do with Yaiba?
that's different.
That's something. Yeah. Okay.
That's yai, but not
It's
yabai.
pulled from. Sure. Okay.
Two different
Yeah.
words.
Hmm.
I'm learning. See, I'm learning things. That's good. I had something. I forgot what it was. I was desperately trying to remember what it was, but
Just like,
oh,
I will say in the English language, there is one word that can mean multiple things and you can express it multiple ways and can have multiple contexts.
Shit,
fuck.
Bitch.
bitch.
Sure. Okay. Well, we
Bitch
got.
literally can have so many fucking meanings. Like there's this video of this girl, she broke it down. She was like, you could say she was like, you could say bitch like to show like you have something up your sleeves. Is the way she did, she was like, bitch. You can express you're scared by saying bitch. Bitch.
Oh,
Like
bitch.
it's so interchangeable. And then it's just like you could also say bitch to mean what the fuck bitch. Like you get it? Like it's
Mhm.
bitch is such an
Your
interchangeable.
intonation,
It's
Yeah,
versatile. Yeah,
context.
yeah, yeah.
it's so versatile.
Hmm.
I
It's
love
amazing.
curse words are the best. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
really.
Um, you know what? Okay. I had a thing. Language. You know what I don't like? And akin to like gat and stuff like that. I don't like when people say fire. I don't think that works at all.
You don't
Ever.
like when people. You don't like
Hard.
fire.
I hate when people
You
say
don't
that
like
shit.
that's fire.
I hate it. It doesn't sound right. It's too many syllables.
What?
It doesn't fucking work in
I
any
love
regard.
that's
Especially when
fire.
people are just like fire. Like what the fuck? Why would you
Fire.
say like that shit's cool? It's just like I hate that shit. I don't think it works.
Fire.
It doesn't work for me at all.
So
It's not.
are you like more on the cold spectrum of
I
the
think I am.
terms?
I think I guess
Do you
yeah.
like that's cold? That's
That's cold, cool. Um, like that. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Maybe it's
oh,
like a
see, I
body
don't know
thing or
why I
something.
said that.
That's a good explanation, though. That's a very good explanation.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish
I
people
like
instead of saying cool, I wish people would now say like I was gonna say like or start saying like, oh, that's so wizard. I think that's like a cool way to say cool. That is so
that's
wizard.
so wizard. I like the temperature scale. I like the like
That's it.
cold, cool, like lit, fire, gas.
I'll say
How do
lit.
you say lit? I do
Lit
like
is okay. Like the lit,
Lit
like
is
okay,
acceptable,
yeah, like that's fine. That's okay. Fire just
but
does
not
not.
fire.
Not fire doesn't work at all. I don't think
What?
fire works in any regard. I
I
don't
love
think fire is
fire.
a good
It's
slang
fire.
word.
I feel like lit also has different like context
Food
too
is
because
fire.
like lit it also can mean fire. Lit can also be cool. Lit can also mean like
Bumping.
Yeah,
bumping.
it's lit.
Lit can also
But
mean like, oh, okay, your dog just took a fucking shit in the middle of the floor. This whole house is lit.
It's rank.
Literally.
I mean, like, hmm,
you get like
about to light this
a little
bitch
too
up.
like zested on your
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, like this bitch up, I miss tear the roof
Be your
off.
bathroom could
That
be
was a fun one.
bodies. Who knows?
Right, right, right. Oh, body? Yeah, bodies was pretty good, right? Body's kind of like that was a good slang term. I never really used it though. Like I know that was like a Beyonce thing, get me bodied or something like that. But like I never like
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that. That was my theme back in the day. I ain't gonna lie.
get
That was my fucking
Body.
she bought it, get me
I
bodied.
loved it.
Y'all
Especially when
see?
they
Did
playing
y'all
like
watch the halftime show?
I did, yeah. I was there. They wouldn't stop playing football games at this place I went to, so
wait
I
a minute,
watched football
but what
games.
halftime? Did the Super Bowl already happen?
No, she did something for like a Christmas bowl or something like that. Where she wore her little white outfit and like
I don't know.
everything.
I don't know what the event. It was some. I don't know what the sporting event was
It
on.
was
I
a
saw
football
Well,
something on
game.
Netflix that she was like on,
but
but
she
Netflix football
performed. She did a
game.
great like performance for the halftime show for
Pretty
like
cool.
Cowboy Carter, and
She was like a
she had like
flavor.
everybody on the scene. She had
Blue
like
was there. Yeah.
who was there, and she had like the artists, the other Black women artists from the album from Blackbird were there.
Ooh,
She had
shout
like
out.
the HBCU marching band from Houston, this Houston University there. It was pretty
Yeah,
lit, actually.
I'm
there
gonna
you
have to
go.
check that out.
It was
I
actually
saw
like
something on
I
Netflix
mean,
about it, but I didn't
it
know
was
what it was.
fire.
Mm, mm, all right. You ruined it. I hate it now.
And he unplugged his laptop. Done with your ass.
I, It was real cool. It was real cool.
It
And,
was real
It
cool.
was Super Wizard, Super Wizard. I'm sorry,
Coldest
I'm
thing you ever
sorry.
seen.
Wizard's a fun one. Wizard's a fun like '90s term. Like, whoa, wizard! Like you got
Wizard.
I'm bringing it back, Super Wizard, man.
sure, yeah. I
Wizard.
like I had this one teacher back in like high school. He tried to bring back like boss. Oh, this is like boss or something like that. Or like, I can't, maybe no, that's not. I don't know. That one doesn't work. I call Sal boss sometimes. I'm into calling people boss. Like, yo, what's up, boss? Like, I think that's fine. But like,
You know, speaking of which,
well,
I know it's not just black people that do it. I know the other races have adopted it too. But I feel like we were the ones who started calling people chief. And why is that?
I think we're just like
I
I
kind of like
think
the
we're just
whole like,
extra like that. Like
hey, chief, what's up, chief?
What's up,
I don't know.
Chief?
I like
You say
fun
chief.
like names. I like little fun little names for
I think we
people.
just think it sounds cool.
I,
like
you know what
Chief.
I like? You know what I like in
What's up,
Japanese
Chief?
culture? I like Aniki. I know it's like a Yakuza kind of thing, but like Aniki, like
Aniki,
brother, like
Big
that's
Brother.
kind of fun. Like I think
Oh
that's
no, it's not that strictly Yakuza. I mean,
okay.
like they use it too in families.
It seems old. I don't
I don't
know.
like that Aniki. I don't know why I don't like that. I never
Huh?
liked Aniki for real. I just Nii-chan is fine. Just Nii-chan is
It's
good.
like a bro
Michan
kind of
sounds
thing.
more civilian. It sounds very familial and sounds civilian. Anarchy does sound like it has like I don't know. It's like either
It seems
like
like you're
dated,
cool.
like it's older, like you're in a certain
Yeah.
era. I don't know. Like it's
It's like
just
formal. It's like you're like
And
big bro.
maybe it's
Like
a
you're like
situation where you have multiple older brothers, and then you use that term for maybe one of them, and then you use the other one for the other, like something
sure.
like that,
Yeah.
maybe.
I feel like it comes with the connotations too. Like you're kind of like you're
Mm,
like that guy, you know. Like I don't want to
it's like in
be.
that case they
I
like
mean,
attach it to their name, like
sure,
Toya
yeah.
or like whatever
Damn,
knee. They add knee onto it onto their name
mhm,
when they have multiple.
true. Even
so
like I guess like if you're friends with someone and they have like an older sibling, you would say uh like uh
Suzuki Nissan.
Mia ne-chan or like Tomoko ne-chan, something like that.
Yeah,
That's what they usually
like
do.
say their name.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's cool. Moniker. Like I like the whole like boss, chief, like Aniki. It's
Anarchy.
it's a real like sort of like chill way of like referring to someone. It's a real like cool way
Low
to like
stakes
talk.
titles.
Yeah. What's up, boss? Hey, chief. Can you pass that
Sama.
shit? Yeah, yeah. How it works out.
Senpai.
You gotta be
I'm
fucking.
sorry. I forever cannot stand Senpai. I don't know
Yeah,
why. They just killed it for me.
America
Everybody
It's like
hates
ruined it.
try hard.
Senpai for
We
me.
ruined it.
I
We just
think
we wrecked it.
American kind of ruined it
We
a little
ruined
bit.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been called senpai a couple times, and it doesn't feel right.
You're like,
I'm sorry that if they're watching this at any point in time, I'm sorry. I've never liked it. I've always hated it. Call me that
every time you say it.
shit. I've never had the courage to say that I hate
Oh
it,
my god.
but like, yeah,
Everybody
it just
hates
doesn't.
us.
I, it does not. It doesn't work. It's hits the ear wrong every time. Yeah, you know. Um,
I'm
no
sorry
good.
we grew up on unrestricted internet access and it was just
It was
a
just a thing to
ridiculous
do.
time. It was a
It
ridiculous time.
was a
Um
wild time. All right. I was
Yeah,
calling
you
everybody
really think about
saying,
it,
I was
like
calling
our
everybody
age
on
is
the
growing up
or
and going to the internet, like
semi.
we had so much shit at our fingertips and
no, like
access.
we
Like
were in the Wild West internet at 12. Like
So much.
there was no like I mean there was some parental protection a little bit, but like not
They
like
didn't know they put that shit
not.
on.
like we figured out the TV faster and the internet faster than them. They didn't know what was going on. I was like, okay, I just broke through all of your codes and
Right,
stuff
exactly.
like in like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, I'm Paula Johnson. I have a cold. My voice is a little scratchy right now. Can you turn this shit off for me?
Can you deliver me 18 packs?
My
I would
God.
like 18. I would like 18 cartons of cigarettes, please. Yes, my. This is how my voice sounds because I smoke, a pack a day. And I have to deliver to this address. And here's my credit card.
Wow.
Get the back. Get the It's incredible.
Don't ask me too many
Um,
questions. Give me what I want, okay?
Okay,
it
I got a
can't.
question for all of you guys.
Hmm?
Ah,
Pick one pivotal point of your childhood that you are we were very fond of. It can be like it can. Well, I want it to be at like a certain time period.
pivotal?
At,
Like in what way?
okay, so I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Um, I'm not gonna say it was like okay. This is what I'm fond of. When I was like, I want to
Like
say
a poignant memory.
6 or 8. I definitely did enjoy going to my dad's barbershop on the weekends because he would like watch me while I was there. And I would sweep up the hair and he would give me like money at the end of the day. And I used to get like all the lollipops I wanted. And um
He was in
I
business.
used to bring my fucking my video game system. Like he had an office upstairs. I used to go up there and I would just play Sonic Adventure all day. Like I don't know why, but though that core memory right now is so
Uh-huh.
comforting to me. Like I
It,
long for it. It's like it's one of
oh
the things where it's like so fucking simple
No space and
and
time.
Since we're
yeah.
buff
No
I
worries, no
long for the days
concerns,
of
no
simplicity.
apocalypse. Just
Yeah.
simple little,
No, nothing to worry about. No fighting for bills in a crazy world full of like AI powered robots.
no fighting for
I
bills,
get it.
no fighting with
Yeah.
partners. Just
Right.
chill child life. Just kids
Still
next
had
door
a lot to
life.
look forward to. Potential was everywhere. Um. Okay. I think a lot about like summer camp. I went to like this like I went to this summer camp up in like something like White Plains or something like that. But like it was a real kind of like they had like older kids like ushering us to like activity to activity, but it was really very like kid based. Like you were kind of like in this world. Your parents were at work. It was a day camp, and you kind of just got to sort of do whatever. If you were like clever enough, you can kind of sneak off from your group and just like fuck around this place and just kind of do whatever. They had like a game like area where you can blow all your money for the week in one sitting. It was cool. You know, they had a pool. Summer love. I have a crush on you. Do you like me? Do you like me too? Blah, 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 blah. And then like by the end of camp, it doesn't work out, and you're kind of like, oh, come back. I don't know. Time was very like fun. I don't know. That felt like very like free with like almost no consequences. I got to the high score on that like Star Wars game. Um, Bam. It's popping.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty fun.
What's your say?
Mhm.
Yeah. And unless there's like other kids to play with too, I feel like, I feel like that's always kind of fun.
Yeah.
Kid Wonderland.
Kid world.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Taito? What's your super like
A
nostalgia like
core
comfort memory?
core kid memory.
Yeah.
Like a comfort memory.
Yeah.
Like
Fun, yeah.
just like a mm,
At the end of the battle against capitalism, you're laying there, half your body's gone, and you think back to this one moment, and you're just like, damn.
Well, God damn.
You lie on the wall, you spit up that last little bit of blood. You don't know where it came from because the bottom half is just
staring
gone.
off into
It's bigger than
space,
your eyes. Yeah,
thinking
it's
about
not.
my fondest memory as I'm bleeding out into the ground.
Maybe you're holding hands with someone too. You could do that too. That's a future memory though. So like, this is like memory number two. As you're holding hands with your loved one, and you're like, oh man, we had a good
We're all
time.
dying.
Yeah. But what's memory number two?
Hmm. Hmm. Comfort memory. I guess maybe visiting my grandma with my mom,
Okay.
being at my grandma's house, especially when my cousin was there. And
Yeah.
we would fly to California, and that was always exciting, even though
Ooh,
I hated
California.
being on the plane for like that long.
Mm.
And we would go to her house, and my cousin would be there, and we would just like pillow fight, and I don't know, just do like kid stuff. And then we usually go to like Disneyland or something while we were there.
Yeah, hell
Mhm.
yeah.
It's a nice one.
That's fun. Yeah, I like that.
I was like, yeah, grandma's house.
Real family oriented too, like that.
Hmm.
You guys both had family oriented ones. I was, yeah, I did do the family route. That's sad. I should have said family thing.
I guess for me, I will say, I mean, yeah,
I
mine's
feel
was
like
a
a
little,
comfort memory, like a fuzzy memory.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, right. Right. Cam. Yeah, you're bleeding out. You know, the bullets of like there's too many bullets in you to like keep going. Like, what's your like second memory? You know, because like we're also
Nah,
everyone's.
I'm gonna probably be dead. So, you know.
You're not gonna you're not gonna
No,
contemplate your life while you're bleeding out.
I
I'm
don't think
just
you get a
gonna be
choice. I think
like,
you have to cycle through
You're
your
like,
life.
I appear to be gravely injured.
I
What are you gonna
don't
do?
know. I guess I guess if anything, I would just be thinking about
You're
like
like,
I
this is
hope
too much.
I don't be quite honest with you. Like I don't know. That's a good question. I really don't know what I would do in that situation. I think I would just.
Well, you're dying. The point is you're dying. You're
I
you're
know
You
you're
I'm
can't
dying, like
do
I said, but I
anything.
don't know what I
there's
would think.
nothing else.
I
What would
think
you
I
be
just want to be
reminiscing
like
about in
Yeah,
your like
what's your
death?
what's your mind blanking out into? Like,
probably
what are you fading into
I
blank?
would
You're
try
hearing
to.
like the last song of Cowboy Bebop. And you're just like,
You see that
what are you
orange ball
thinking?
down
What's in
the
your
bottom, you're
credits?
like, oh,
What's in your
okay.
credits? What's flashing?
I
Yeah, yeah,
think
there you
I
go. And
want to be with someone that I really I like. Hopefully, I'm dying with someone who I'm really close with, who I really
no
love.
current
You're
And
people. We
killing
don't
them
know the
too.
future. We're talking about like the past. With no current people. No current people that you've met
So
at that point
you're
in time. We're
reminiscing. It's
talking
a
like
oh,
we're
reminiscing.
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 Here's the thing. I don't know.
What was going on the
If I would
criteria?
be
Did you say?
reminiscing at that time. I don't. I'm just gonna be quite honest with you. I don't know.
Are you just gonna be like panicking, like, shit, I'm dying?
It's everywhere.
Yeah,
It's all over
I
the place.
don't think
I
I'm
mean,
going to be
yeah.
reminiscing like that. Like, oh, I was thinking, okay, if it's like one of those like situations where you're like,
Gonna freak out until you're gone.
probably.
Probably maybe I would, but like, yeah.
Shit.
But no, keep going, keep going.
I just probably be like, if it's one of those situations where like you're like literally like dying slowly and you're just kind of by yourself and it's quiet, you know, I don't know.
You've
I think
invented a lot of like. We're talking about dying heroically. That's the scenario. Last push of capitalism. The good people won, and but you didn't make it,
I'll be
and
back.
you're bleeding out. And oh, okay, there you
yeah,
go.
I'll be
I
back.
can't answer that pass. I can't. I can't.
Well, it's okay. You did your one beforehand. Your dad's barbershop. That was the one. That's
I
you
guess
can.
if anything, like I know this is not going to be like while I'm dying, but I guess another, I guess core fuzzy memory of mine
Mhm.
is when we used to have family gatherings, and it would be like my immediate family. It would be like all of my brothers and their wives, and my sister and my mom, like, and it's just, and then everybody cooks food. Like, I just definitely remember that. I almost like yawn for it, but like that was like. I
Fun. Yeah.
I feel like when you're a kid, you don't really grasp like what you really
Oh yeah.
have, like
100.
right then and there.
100%. Yeah. Because my
And
family used
then,
to do stuff like that too. Yeah. And then we stopped after a while. Well, after my grandparents died. So
yeah,
100%. Like, and like, it's up to the younger generations. I actually did that. I had one of those gatherings this like Christmas, but it was with my uncle's family. So it's kind of like their tradition. And like, at this point, the younger kids, the people who were kids during that moment, now they're taking over the mantle and they're having kids. Well, one of them has kids. Well, actually, two of them have kids now. Actually, I didn't even think about that. One's about to have his third kid. That's crazy. Um,
mm,
but yeah, it's up to our generation to like uh, keep it going. But at the same time, like starting it's very hard. I think,
mm.
especially with people being so like, scattered about and stuff like that. Especially if like you didn't have a family that like, you kept like doing the tradition with.
Well, also time also changes your dynamic with your families because I know it sure the hell changed mine.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
relationship wise. Like honestly, to be quite honest with you, out of like the brothers who are still alive that I talk to,
Sure.
I really only talk to one, and that's it.
Mm,
That's it. Like, not
yeah.
saying that if my other, like, I guess if my other brothers were to reach out, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I have ignored both of their calls lately. So,
Listen, it's never too late to like reconnect. I mean, I don't. I've never been in that situation
Only if
before,
you
but
want to.
I like to believe that like you can
like, put it
reconnect
this
with.
way, if they call, like, and they leave a message, if it's something urgent, I'll call
Mhm.
back. But if you're just saying, "Hey, I'm just what I," nah, nigga, I'm not going. No, no,
I just wanted to call the chat. Nah, it's fine. Ooh.
yeah,
All right. Well, hey, listen. Well, that's the beauty of being at a function together, at a place where everyone's cooking food and stuff like that. You're forced to be there with them, and you're forced to, either make a memory with them or not make a memory with them. So that's
that's true. Well, I will say when I was younger, like I think I really loved my family. Like I didn't have any egregious like atrocities with them for the most part. I mean, I would get in spats with like my siblings sometimes, but for the most part, I was always happy and grateful to be around them at those times. I know there's some kids that be like, "Oh, why do I have to be around here? Why I got to do this?" I
yeah,
was never one of those. I was always happy to be around my family. So
yeah. That's
yeah,
beautiful. I love that. Uh, I hope that one day you get to appreciate, or I hope that one day you get to experience that again, either with either with immediate family or with a new um, set of people and family or friends or whatever. Because you can always do it with friends too, you know.
that's true. You always can. But
It's
yeah,
community is what you make of it, you know. I think that's
yeah,
what's gonna save us in the end, you know. That's what's gonna be our tether to this world in the end. Community.
yeah.
Um, that's what I keep seeing and like all this other stuff. So community, community.
Yeah, even I think I even saw Lizzo say something about that the other day. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
That is the name of the
Yeah.
game.
yeah. I mean, I feel like we're in community with each other, right? This is community
Yeah.
here. This has been kind of like cathartic. I feel like, the world's kind of going to shit, but like
We're
there's a
still
community
It's,
guy.
podcasting out here
yeah.
Yeah,
with
do
our
a
high
little
school
podcast.
friends. It's a little
World's on
dystopian.
fire.
It's a little dystopian,
Uh,
like like the whole like world on fire. We're just kind of like, still the world's on fire.
It's like to hang out with you guys, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean that's nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, off topic, but my babies are fucking huge now.
wow. I
Okay.
never thought you would
Well,
say
they're
that.
not huge. Like
I was like,
Locke
where
is
the
still pretty miniature, but Celeste, that's a brick house.
no,
Yeah,
it's only been like what, a year? I
they're
think.
they're a year now, but oh
I
my
think
god, they're so cute and they're so fucking bad. I love them. I love bad, cute dogs. I don't know what it is. They're just fucking terrible, and I love them. And it's
Well, as long as it works for you, that's the main thing,
yeah.
Oh, okay, 9 o'clock. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
What is
that's
that?
nice.
Was it?
are we good to wrap up this episode?
We are good to wrap up at this time. Well, at least I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right,
We,
that's fair. I think we,
we
we
can wrap
did
up
it.
the episode.
Put in the work, we're good. Yeah, I
All
gotta
right,
get
cool.
Sal his insulin. I gotta catch this movie. About to watch a movie
Please.
about it,
Are you going by
um,
yourself?
See
huh?
You going by yourself?
y'all
Yeah, I
next
go by
some other
myself. Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Until
Okay.
All right.
next time.
Bye,
Take
Bye.
care.
guys.